Welcome to Kiran Pothina Maths. Today we are solving an important 6 marks linear programming problem from second PU mathematics using the graphical method. I will explain every step clearly from drawing the graph to finding the optimum solution. Let's begin. First, let us carefully read the given problem and identify the objective function and constraints. The question is minimize and maximize. That means they are asking both minimum value as well as maximum value from this. Okay, this z equal to 5x plus 10y is called objective function subject to constraints. Okay, these x plus 2y, these are all nothing but constraints. Now, when come to the solution, first we'll write given objective function, that is given z equal to 5x plus 10y. Now what are the constraints given? So I will write here constraints also. So the constraints are, so majorly three constraints given. One is x plus 2y less than or equal to 120. Next one, x plus y greater than or equal to 60, and then next one x minus 2y greater than or equal to 0. Now when we come to first step, we need to convert the inequality into equation, that is x plus 2y equal to 120. This is x plus y equal to 60, and this is x minus 2y equal to 0. That means we can write it as x equal to 2y, right? Now first what we'll do, first step, after converting inequality to equation, so we will draw a table to find the points, okay, for all three, like this. So we will find the points by taking x equal to 0 and then y equal to 0. Okay, now so here you see, here x value, y value. So at a time if you write, it will be easy for you, so you can get all the points at a time. Now here what I will take, x value 0, y value 0. Here also x value 0, y value 0 I will take, but only for this line I will take only x value 0, y I won't take. I will tell you the reason first. Okay, so here now what we will get, when x equal to 0, when x equal to 0 in first equation, what will be the y value? 60. Similarly, when y equal to 0, what will be x value? It is 120. Now in second condition, when x equal to 0, y 60. When y equal to 0, x value 60. In third line, when come to third line, when x equal to 0, y value 0. Similarly, for example, if we keep y value 0, x also becoming 0. That means we are getting same point, right? From one point we cannot draw a line. So what we have to do, after getting 0 comma 0, we should take another value. So I will take y value 30, so that x value will get 60. So like that we have to take points, and I will tell you clearly when we will get 0 comma 0 means, if you observe this equation, is there any constant? There is no constant. The constant we are having is 0. Whenever we get a constant 0 like this, we have to take any another point. Okay, but if you observe here, we are having constant here and here, so we can take 0 and 0 here. But for the third equation, we are not having any constant, so in that case one point will be 0 comma 0, another point you take any another random value. Now when come to first equation, what are points? Points are 0 comma 60 and 120 comma 0. For this, what are points? For this, points are 0 comma 60 and 60 comma 0. For this, points are 0 comma 0 and 60 comma 30. Okay, see, after writing points, the immediately what we need to do is a checkpoint we need to do for all these three lines. Now what we need to do, what we need to take checkpoint, I will tell you. Okay, so for this line we will consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. For second line also same, 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. For third line we have to take 10 comma 0 is checkpoint. Okay, for the first two lines 0 comma 0 is the checkpoint, but for the third line 10 comma 0 is the checkpoint. Why? Because in the table already we got 0 comma 0, right? So we should not take 0 comma 0 as a checkpoint. So what we'll take, we'll take 10 comma 0. In remaining lines we won't get 0 comma 0 anywhere here, so that's why for these two lines we'll take 0 comma 0 checkpoint. For this type of line, whenever you get 0 and 0, we'll take 10 comma 0 as checkpoint. Okay, now let us substitute 0 comma 0 in given inequalities. So x plus 2y less than or equal to 120. When we substitute x and y both 0, what we'll get? 0 less than or equal to 120. 0 less than or equal to 120 means it is true. So whenever we get true, so we need to write like shade the region towards checkpoint. Shade the region towards checkpoint. Okay, now when come to the next, so here what is the inequality? X plus y greater than or equal to 60. Now when we substitute x and y both 0, we'll get 0 greater than or equal to 60. 0 greater than or equal to 60 is false. False means what we need to do? Shade the region away from the checkpoint, away to the checkpoint. Okay, and now when come to the third line, so what is the inequality? X minus 2y greater than or equal to 0 is the inequality, but what we have considered checkpoint 10 comma 0. So I will substitute 10 in the place of x, so we will get 10 greater than 0. 10 greater than 0 is true only, right? So here what we need to do? Shade the region. True means what? Towards checkpoint. Okay, so once again I will tell you. First what we need to do? First we need to write inequalities. Okay, after inequalities, equations. Okay, after inequality, equation. And after writing equation, we have to find points. How to find points? By taking x equal to 0, we will get y value. Similarly, by taking y equal to 0, we will get x value. So like that we will get points. Now after writing points, we need to do checkpoint. Checkpoint also, how? For these type of given lines, we will take 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. Whenever constant is 0, for that line we have to take 10 comma 0 is checkpoint. Now we will move to graph. Okay, so now I will write scale for this graph. Scale is very much important, right? On x-axis 1 centimeter equal to, what I will take is 20 units I will take, because values we got like 60, 120 like this. So on y-axis I will take 1 centimeter equal to 20 units. On x-axis also 20 units, y-axis also 20 units. So it will be 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, so on. Similarly on y-axis it is 20 and it is 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 and then 140, 160. So first line 0 comma 60. This is 0 comma 60 and 120 comma 0. This is 120 comma 0. We will join these 2 points. Okay. Okay. So this is the first line. So first line I will name it. What is that first line? This is x plus 2y equal to 120. This is our first line. Now what is our second line? 0 comma 60 and then 60 comma 0. I will mark with green ink. So 0 comma 60 and 60 comma 0. This is one more line. Okay, so this is second line. This line name is x plus y equal to 60. Okay, now let us move to the third line. The third line, what we got points, one is 0 comma 0, we got one is 0 comma 0, and then one more is 60 comma 30. 60 comma 30, here it will be. Okay, so when I join those two, okay, so this is the graph we'll get. Now we have to identify the common regions. Now, so have you written those like checkpoints and all? For the first line, checkpoint what we got is a true we got. That means towards the checkpoint. Downwards I will draw. Okay, first one is towards the checkpoint. Next, second green line, what we got? Opposite we got. Okay, false now opposite. Opposite means this side. For this green line, opposite. Now when come to red, the third line, so checkpoint we have taken 10 comma 0 this side. Okay, observe this. Below the line we have taken 10 comma 0 checkpoint. We got true. True means what? Towards this side. Now observe which area we are getting all three regions. So this is the area we are getting all three regions, right? Okay, so this is our common region. So this is the first corner point and this is second corner point. And this is third corner point and this is fourth corner point. So in graph what are necessaries? First we have to mention this is y and then y dash, x and then x dash. After writing x dash y dash, first we will observe all the lines we have written or not. This is x plus 2y equal to 120, x plus y equal to 60 and this is x equal to 2y. We mentioned all the names. Now we need to mention all the points. This is 120 comma 0, this is 60 comma 30 and this is 0 comma 60 and this is 40 comma 20 and this is 0 comma 0, this is 60 comma 0. We need to mention all the points possible. Now out of all the points, which points we need to consider, as a checkpoint or nothing but corner point is only these four, right? These four we need to consider as corner points. Okay, this is point A, point B and point C and this is point D. This is our feasible region. So I will mention here, this is feasible region. Okay, see after finding feasible region we got now 4 points A, B, C, D. What I will write here is closed figure ABCDA is our required feasible region. Okay, now we got the feasible region. Now what we need to do immediately, we need to draw a corner point table. Okay, so that contains serial number, corner points. Next one is z equal to 5x plus 10y. Now how many corner points we got? 4 we got. 1, 2, 3 as well as 4. What are those 4 corner points? One is 40 comma 20. Next one 60 comma 30 and then next one 120 comma 0 and then 60 comma 0. Here order is not important, anyhow we can write. Okay, now these values we have to substitute here. So first one 540 plus 10 into 20. So this is a 200 plus 200 which is this is 400. Next 5 into 60 plus 10 into 30. This is 300 plus 300, this is 600. Next 5 into 120 plus 10 into 0. So here also we are getting 600. Next last 5 into 60 plus 10 into 0. So here we are getting 300. Okay, so I will write the conclusion. You see, See now, out of all these 4 points, you can observe this 300 is minimum, and you can observe these 2 points 600 is maximum. We will represent like that. Now after that, when it comes to conclusion, you see the conclusion what I will write. Therefore, the minimum value. What is the minimum value? So the minimum value, okay, see the minimum value of z equal to 5x plus 10y is how much? Is 300 at which point? At 60 comma 0. So this is for the minimum conclusion. So minimum we got only one value. No? When we got only one value, the conclusion will be like this only. The minimum value of z equal to 5x plus 10y is 360 comma 30. Now when come to the maximum value, so we need to change the conclusion. You see, that is the maximum value of z is the maximum value of z is how much? 600, but at all the points of the line segment, all the points of the line segment, all the points of the line segment joining which 2 points we got? 600, 60 comma 30 and 120 comma 0. See guys, whenever we get maximum or minimum at 2 points, we have to write that conclusion like this. Don't forget, this is much important. Once again we revise from starting guys. Okay, so they ask you to find minimize as well as maximize. The question is z equal to 5x plus 10y. So when we will use this z equal to 5x plus 10y at the last, okay, subject to constraints. Three constraints given: x plus 2y less than or equal to 120, and then x plus y greater than or equal to 60, and x minus 2y greater than or equal to 0. Now what is our first part? First part is inequality. Next part is equation. Next is finding points. When x equal to 0, we'll get y value. When y equal to 0, we'll get x value. After that, checkpoint. This is most important. So checkpoint generally we'll consider 0 comma 0. For this special type of line equations, what will take? Checkpoint will take 10 comma 0. Now whenever we get true in these two cases, what we'll do? Towards checkpoint anta. Okay, towards checkpoint. Now whenever we get false, what we have to do? Away from the checkpoint or away to the checkpoint. Okay, this is our first phase. Now when we move to the second phase, after getting that points, we have to substitute. Okay, points, after substituting points like this, we have to join those two and we'll get straight lines. And we have to mention compulsory the line equations we have to mention, and then point we have to mention, and then we need to mention where it is the feasible region. After knowing the common region, what we need to do? Corner points will substitute 40 comma 20, 60 comma 30, 120 comma 0, and then 60 comma 0. So they given the values like 400, 600, 600, 300. Out of all, which is the least value? The least value is 300, right? But at which point? 60 comma 0. This is the minimum conclusion. Now when it comes to maximum value of z occurs, z is 600, occurs at 2 points, right? 60 comma 30 and 120 comma 0. Whenever we get 2 points like this, then we have to write this line. The maximum value of z is 600 at all the points of the line segment anta. Okay, I hope this problem helped you understand the graphical method clearly. If you found this useful, like the video and share it with your friends. If you want any particular question or concept from second PU mathematics, mention it in the comment section.